All right, bud. Want to throw at you one thing in breaking news this week. Jon Jones in the UFC announced his retirement. Jon Jones won the heavyweight championship versus Cyril Gane. He defended it for Stipe Miocic. There's a lot of talk for a long time now about him fighting Tom Aspinall, the interim heavyweight champion in the UFC. People are calling him all types of names. There's a lot of split feelings on this. Is he a duck? Is he retiring? Did he quit? Want to hear your thoughts. What do you make of the great Jon Jones announcing his retirement from the UFC?
Listen, he's a great fighter. Great in so many ways. I mean, the genetics this guy has, the things he does for a big man. I mean, both striking, kicking, on the mat. I mean, there's no denying his greatness. You could argue a lot of other things, but you can't argue how great he is. You could argue, is he the greatest? All that stuff. And obviously the problems he's had outside the cage, outside the octagon. And you could probably sense a little bit that maybe Dana White, who of course is the boss of the UFC, who's created he's created the brand that it is, or been a big part of that, and he's been a master at that, a genius at that. You could probably speculate that he's a little frustrated with the whole thing, even though I know he has great adulation and respect for the talent of Jones. He's called him the GOAT himself many times. At the end of the day, bud, the guy is such a Mercurian type person. He's all over the place. It's hard to really put your finger on this is what he is. You know what I mean? He's so many different things besides being very talented. And when I say talented, I mean just the pure genetics. I mean, to come from a family that has NFL, his brothers were NFL top football players, and he's a top athlete in the UFC. I mean, come on, it doesn't get bigger than that or better than that. I wouldn't be shocked if one of two things happen here. He stays retired. He's getting older. He's been inactive. He's had some kind of personal problems outside. I hope he's okay. But I wouldn't be shocked if also he came back, because for two reasons. One would be that it could be a ploy. It could be where he says, we've seen it before, he wouldn't be the first guy doing this, where let that fight ferment. Let them miss me. Let them talk about my greatness, or if I was great. Let it be an argument. Let it stir things up. Let it create an atmosphere that creates a bigger fight. And then at the right time, bang, I'm back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. We love that, right? We love that. We do. We love that image, that visual. I'm back. So maybe he does that. Or I can see getting to the same place, but for a different reason. Maybe he hears the talk about people saying he ducked. Oh, he's not the greatest. Oh, he didn't fight Aspinall. And he starts to hear that. He's a very proud guy. You can't be that great an athlete. I don't care how good your genetics are, if you're not also up here, if you're not in here, in the heart, in the mind, if you're not proud. You have to be proud. And maybe that starts to irk him. Maybe he hears that. Oh, people are saying I'm not the greatest. People are saying I ducked this guy. And maybe that gets him to genuinely come back, where it's not a setup. So I think you got three scenarios, and that's what I'll finish with. One is that it's calculated. He goes away, he lets the fight become bigger, he comes back. Two, he really genuinely retires. But he hears all the stuff we're talking about. He's not getting his flowers. He's not getting his due. His pride starts to get to him and he comes back. Or three, he's done. He's just done. You know, kind of like the movie Man on Fire, where, I had to throw that in there, where Denzel Washington says to Christopher Walken, or Christopher Walken says to him, but Kreese, I'm done killing. I'm done killing. Maybe he's just done killing. He's done fighting. And sometimes that's just what it is.
Oh, absolutely. It's well said and some interesting thoughts and take there. I just, nobody could be calling this guy a duck. That was like when people were calling Terrence Crawford a duck because he wasn't going to fight Boots Ennis. I mean, to me, that's just out of control to say that. I understand the reasoning and some of the thoughts from Crawford's standpoint, and the same with Jon Jones. But you said it well. Only time will tell. He doesn't have too much time if he does sit out. He is 37 years old. The clock is ticking. But we will see what's next. And if there is nothing next, then congratulations to the GOAT, Jon Jones, and his amazing career.
Congratulations, 100%. Congratulations. You are great.